Reasons, trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good.
Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. On the ready. 56 is the mark. Down to lose one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, get that.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 24-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, is he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they try the right side here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Check right 54, line 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Flare. Line 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, Irvin. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
40 wants the mic. 40 wants the mic. Check.
They look to throw. This one caught by Tyler Irvin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready. Hey, Lobo. I'm coming. Pick the edge. Come. Check.
They'll run with Irvin. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got to trick this side. Watch 2.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready up. Mike 49. Not here. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check three, check three, check three.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Jim.
A toss to Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Complete. It's Irvin. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check three, check three, check three. Pass him. 41. We got to wedge that, huh? No gain on this defense. No good.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Well, this is Callaway on the receiving end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Check 41. Check.
On play action, they'll throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll look to throw here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On the set. 149. I got you, son. I got you, son. Shit. Good roll. West.
Back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Off play fake. He'll look to throw. And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Result of the play, first down and
10. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Watch 84. Watch 84.
They run it again with Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
3 bucks. Check it back.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Here we go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Switch. Slam. Tighten up.
The second down carry for Irvin. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, keep it up.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hernandez. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check that. Check 37. Say. 36. 36. Huh? Check 43. Top arm. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 9. Sure, go.
Here's Irvin. And some room to run now. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyler Irvin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here we go.
2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here I come. Hey, watch that. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyler Irvin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Check 4, check 4. 81. Echo.
2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
And the Bills 1st down.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 99.
They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, look, throw up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Fresno. Check 24.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Again, it's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On first down, Irvin. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Orbit. Slam. Right strong. Try ball. Check 31.
Again they run. Again it's Irvin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Patriots 38, Bills nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Steps away to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you,